Hi, I'm Lonnie.
I'm Amberlicious.
We're on Time Learn Network, and this is our first video where we are going to sit down and watch and review every movie in the Scream franchise. This was basically your idea.
It was my idea.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite franchises, so I'm so excited.
So, I'll just be completely honest. The last time I saw this movie, it was on VHS, late 90s.
Holy shit, okay. I just watched this movie about 3 months ago.
But I watched this movie probably 20 times.
Yeah, I owned it on VHS.
Yeah, so like during the course of the summer, my older cousin, had a copy of it that he, I guess, bought from a video store. Mm-hmm. And yeah, we wore that thing out like the whole Halloween season. That was like the horror movie to watch.
Yeah.
That year. So,
it definitely was, yeah. 1996.
So that's a little bit of background on our familiarity with the movies. I will say I've seen Scream 2 once. I went and saw it in theater. Scream 3 I saw once. I went and saw it in the theater, and I have not touched the franchise since. Okay. So that's kind of where I'm at franchise-wise.
I've seen the first 3 many times.
Okay.
I've seen 4 like twice, I think. And I don't think I ever watched the new one.
Okay.
So that'll be new to me.
We have a journey ahead of us.
We do,
What
yeah.
are there, 6 movies?
Yeah.
Do we? Yeah.
I think there's 6. 5 or 6, I can't remember.
Yeah, it's at least. I think it's at least 6. Like, I don't want to say 7.
No, it's not. It's definitely not 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is just an updated late 90s take on slasher films. Teenage, high school slasher films.
And at the time of its release, it was the best.
Oh yeah, this was the gold standard for a long while.
Yeah.
It spawned a mountain of imitations. I know what you did last summer came in right after that. Mm-hmm. That was where you started. Over the next 4 or 5 years, you had like Joyride. You know,
Urban Legend.
Yeah, Urban Legend. The whole genre was revived in a big way because the early 90s didn't offer a lot.
Right, yeah, it had kind of died off.
Yeah. For
a little bit, and this was, like we were discussing earlier, Wes Cravens' return.
Yep.
To directing scary movies.
And everybody was super excited about that. We got to live through that.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, we experienced it firsthand.
Yeah, so
we're old.
Yeah, first time I ever saw this movie was on VHS, and I guess this is an R-rated movie, right?
Yes, this is R-rated.
So you know, I
all the blood and gore gives it the R rating.
Yeah, I didn't care much enough about this kind of movie to like beg my parents for theater money at that point. So. But anyway, I will say this movie. One of the little Easter eggs that you pointed out that I don't even remember is the Freddy Krueger Easter egg, or like a little. He is a
janitor. He's a janitor at the high school.
He has the same sweater, hat, everything, and is out there like mopping the floor.
Oh, Henry Winkler plays the principal.
The principal.
And somebody's knocking on his door, fucking with him, and he opens it. And he's like, "Well, turds," or whatever he says, and the janitor goes, "Who are you talking to?" He's like, "Not you, Fred."
Yeah, they actually name drop him, which is great. I do want to make a point. The very beginning of the movie, spoilers ahead for the movie, obviously.
Right.
If you
haven't seen this movie, I don't know what to say.
Those dang Gen Zers.
Oh, I'm telling you. Well, I mean, it's such a classic, even those dang Gen Zers. Especially if they have siblings.
Oh, yeah.
They've seen it, I'm sure. But anyway.
At the very beginning of this movie, what was it, Drew Barrymore, and she gets killed immediately in the opening scene.
Hell yeah, they don't waste any time. No, they don't. It's not a slow burn at all.
No, they wipe her out like immediately, and it's funny because I'm sure you remember this too. Every bit of marketing for this movie, including the DVD cover, the VHS cover, had her prominently displayed.
Oh yeah, she was listed as a prominent star.
People thought that she was going to be the main star of this movie, and then they killed her off at the very beginning.
Yes.
And that just tells you everything you need to know about this movie.
Really tells you everything you need to know about this franchise, honestly.
Yeah, because the people in the movie know how horror movies go,
Yeah.
and they treat their experiences as such.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's really the movie.
It is.
There's some
It really is
stabbings.
the movie.
There's Rose McGowan gets killed by a garage door. We both
Oh yeah, that's my favorite.
really enjoyed that one. Yeah, like if you haven't seen the Rose McGowan garage scene from Scream and you want to know why I like it, just look it up. That's all I gotta say.
Oh man, just look at
Which is probably why millions and millions of other like 13 to 19-year-old men love that movie.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Boys to men.
Yes. Oh my god.
But yeah, at the very end, I mean, you got all the cliches are covered and they're pointed out every time they happen.
Yeah, that's kind of what makes the movie, honestly. It's
It's a unique take because
Yeah.
you have people who are experiencing this kind of stuff in a realistic manner.
Yeah,
As opposed to tropes.
when Sydney got the first phone call, she's like, well, what's the point? The movies are all the same.
Yeah.
Some big titty girl that's dumb, running the wrong way when she should be running out the door. Well, she ended up having to run the wrong way.
Yeah.
You know,
Had
right
to,
after
out
that.
of pure necessity.
Yeah. And it's kind of like, it's not as easy as it looks. You don't really know what you're going to do in that situation until you are in that situation. You can say you're going to do this all day long, but once
That brain,
adrenaline and stuff takes over, you don't know how you're going to act.
No.
You might run up the stairs, hide under the bed.
So, spoiler alert, at the very end of the movie, the killers are revealed to be a duo, which is Sydney's boyfriend and his like best buddy who is dating, I guess that was Sydney's best friend.
Yeah, Rose McGowan.
Okay, that just...
There's always some dumb shit reason to kill your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Randy literally said that in the video store when they were talking to him.
Yeah.
There's always some bullshit reason to kill your girlfriend.
You know, you're watching this movie. I knew the ending, you know, because I had seen it so many times. That was one of the few things I did remember after, God, 25 years not seeing this movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, that kind of stuff just makes the movie. I like this movie. I will say the movie as a whole, for me, like back when I was a kid, I probably would have given this movie like a 10 out of 10.
Oh, yeah.
But now, I give this movie about a 7.
I give it like a 8, realistically, because it's one of my favorite movies. But it's dated. It's really dated. We talked about that during the movie. This is pre everybody having a cell phone. This is pre everybody having caller ID at their house.
An entire 5-minute scene takes place in a video store.
Yes. Yeah, like people are still renting VHSs.
Yep.
Like it really is taking place in the 90s.
Yeah, that movie's a real time capsule.
Yeah.
Because you see a lot of like product placement.
You know, she's on a cordless phone. Drew Barrymore's talking on a cordless phone in her house. Not many people have landlines anymore, period.
True.
A lot of people just use their cell phones for everything.
And what I find, my takeaway from this movie in terms of like what I think about it is this movie probably would have been a 3 or a 4 for me if not for the stellar third act.
Yeah, the third act's fucking awesome.
From the time the party starts
Mm-hmm.
on is the absolute best part of the movie. And I just didn't care much for the movie before that.
That's fair.
But then things kicked off, and then we bumped up to a 7 because it was a killer ending, literally.
Literally. A killer ending. Both killers got killed. Then you got so many classic lines from this movie, too. Feel a little woozy here.
Yeah. This is like a mean treasure trove.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure we've posted things from this movie.
It's classic. It's got a lot of classic lines.
Yep.
And then it's also like when I was watching this time around, because I literally just watched Scary Movie about 3 weeks ago. And so a lot of the parody they do in Scary Movie is off of Scream. And so
a huge chunk of it.
A huge chunk of it.
I think that movie came out like right after Scream 2 because
I feel like it,
they parodied like the theater scene.
Yeah, the theater scene. And yeah.
I do remember that. I only saw it one time.
That theater scene with Jada Pinkett Smith, oh my god. That's pretty intense shit.
Yeah.
That's scary. Even by today's standards.
Yeah. Well, we will talk plenty about that in our next video.
Next time.
But yeah, we're doing a full recap and review of the entire Scream franchise. Not the TV show, just the movies.
Yeah, just the movies.
I don't even think we have access to the movies. Or are they on Paramount? Or
Yeah, they're on Paramount.
The TV show, they're on Paramount?
Yeah, because they're on TV.
Everything Scream is on Paramount, I
think so. This is actually on HBO.
Oh, well this, we're watching.
We're watching on Vudu.
We watched it on Vudu because I got
actually
Amber.
On Max.
Yeah, but I bought you the whole trilogy and then Scream 4 before they were available for streaming for free.
I was so sad. I never caught
And now they're everywhere.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Okay, well, anyway, that's going to be it for this review. Anything further you want to add before we wrap?
I don't think so, no.
All right, I'm Lonnie.
I'm Amberlicious.
And we are Untitled Nerd Network. One more thing. We're going to be at Chattanooga Comic-Con the very, very last week of this month.
Yep, last weekend.
So if you're in the area or you travel from out of state to go to this thing, because they are going to have some top names, we're going to be there talking to cosplayers. Well, anybody that wants to talk to us.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Anybody that's willing to talk to us.
We're going to get a handful of like celebrity interviews. I'm going to be taking pictures. We're going to be posting them on the page. It's just going to be a big event. We're going to be there. We're going to be there as media guests of Chattanooga Comic-Con. So we thank them for having us.
Yep, we appreciate it.
We're going to have a hell of a weekend.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll do this one more time. I'm Lonnie.
I'm Amberlicious.
And we're Untitled Nerd Network. We'll see y'all next time for Scream 2.